Of all the social media platforms that I use, Twitter is definitely the one that I use the most. It's also my least favorite. Twitter is a cesspool, a complete waste of time. Don't get on Twitter if you're not on Twitter right now. Unfortunately, as a YouTuber and streamer, I'm kind of stuck on Twitter because it's the easiest platform to get in touch with people that I know, to book people for my show, to let people know that I'm streaming, and I'm posting videos or whatever. It's just the easiest platform, and as a result, I am stuck in the cesspool, in the internet AIDS fest, cancer-ridden website that is twitter.com. And you might be saying, if you're not on Twitter, oh, what's the big deal? It's just a social media platform. Of course it's gonna be cancer. How could it be that bad? Really, my Twitter feeds have just become a political war ground where all my friends get into meaningless arguments that solve nothing or that educate no one, and that just results in these friendships severing because somebody online called the other person gay or something like that. It's just pointless. Or I'll be in public, I'll just be scrolling through my feed, and then some asshole that I follow decides it's a good idea to retweet porn in public. Thanks. A recent phenomenon that I've noticed that's been taking place on Twitter is what I've dubbed the racism police, which sounds like a good idea. It's basically just people that go after people who have done or said something racist. On the surface level, this sounds like a good idea. Again, like, okay, cool, you're gonna go after some people who are saying or doing some dumb shit? Sure, whatever, knock yourself out. However, as you can imagine, in practicality, this often leads into terrible scenarios where racism does not get solved or stopped. The wrong people are often put under the crossfire, and even people who have done or said stupid shit, it'll be like years ago, and then they'll pull that up nowadays, and then they'll want to kill themselves and get depressed after they can no longer get a job, or their schools drop them. And then they got all these people telling them to kill themselves. Yeah, really stopping internet hate there. This person right here is named Skai Jackson. She's a American actress, YouTuber, and author, and looking at her Wikipedia page, you can see she's been in a couple films and several television shows from Disney that you may notice. She was even in the Panini music video. Well, she's built quite the following on twitter.com, not just for her past in the film industry, although I'd imagine that makes a large part of her audience, but another part of it is also the people that have come to her account to watch her expose racist people. She's been dubbed as the exposer of racists by several media outlets, especially recently, and she's been getting a lot of attention for airing out kids who have done or said stupid, racist shit in the past. We can take a look at some examples. So here's one post where she says, "Another racist. Her name is Amanda Rose. She must be stopped. She goes to Yale. Someone like this should not be able to attend." Now, the formula for how these works is she'll say their name, she'll say the school they go to if she has access to that information, and then she'll show racist shit that they've said. So, for instance, this person said, "I'm there to work out, not to flirt with your ugly ass." And then he was like, "What's your name?" And he kept trying to talk to me, "Just stop, oh my fucking gosh." And I was going all out in boxing, the N-word landed on his ass. I'm so fucking proud, pedo. She then shows their Instagram accounts where you can retrieve more information from them, and then shows how you can contact the college. It's not just this specific post, there's more. Here's another post where Skai Jackson writes, "Her name is Autumn Swatman. Her Instagram is Autumn Rose." She includes a Twitter video here. We can take a listen.
Hello? Oh, that's terrifying. What's up? I see dead people, nigga. Can you imagine? Nigga, you can...
Okay, so white person posts a video where they say the N-word. Here's another post that Skai writes. "He goes to Cypress Creek High School in Houston, Texas. His name is Dyer John 56.
Hey, nigga.
Again, white person says the N-word, so we need to kick him out from school. Here's another post. The girl in the front with the black face is Haley Kassan. Here they are in blackface. That's their Instagram account. That's their Twitter account. Twitter, do your thing. Whenever these people can't dox the information themselves, what they'll do is they'll post the incriminating material and say, "Twitter, do your thing." This is code word for dox them. Go find their information. Twitter, go nuts. Do whatever you want. And you can quickly see how this is a problem. Now, don't get me wrong, alright? If you're doing or saying racist shit in public and you face consequences for that, obviously you open yourself up to that, especially if you're doing it publicly. You have to acknowledge that if you're going to do or say stupid shit, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. My point here is doxing these people and getting them kicked out of school or getting them fired from their jobs really gonna do anything in the long run? You are literally ruining these people's lives permanently for the rest of their lives in the name of stopping racism. Is this really about stopping racism, or is this about collecting clout for your Twitter account? I think the answer is pretty obvious. If you really had an issue with racism, you would call it out. You wouldn't just be like, "Oh, another racist, let's go on a doxing tirade and pull up all their shit and get them fired." You're doing terrible things to people, masking it as a noble cause. I thought we as a society were all about educating people. I thought we were all about teaching people not to be bigoted or something like that. It seems like a lot of these people just take a look at these situations and they almost like get off to it. They're like, oh shit, I get to dox another Twitter racist. Oh. And it's one thing if these people were all adults, right? Like if they were all adults, it's like, okay, you're old enough to understand like what you're doing is wrong. But a lot of these people, as you can see, like she's talking about schools, they're either, you know, best case scenario, they're young adults in college. Worst case scenario, they're like middle schoolers. And that's a problem. Why do you think these young kids are saying so much racist shit? Obviously, it stems from their background. They were obviously raised in a manner that taught them that saying things like this was normal or okay. And by putting them under this extreme punishment, extreme humiliation, airing them out to your 500,000 Twitter followers, airing out all their personal information, ruining their chances of creating a successful life, you almost validate what they think. Let's say in this scenario, some kid was taught that by his parents, like, racism is wrong, don't be racist, don't say these things are wrong to say, and he still goes out and does it because he's edgy or whatever. What's the worst he's doing? He has bad thoughts and he's airing those thoughts out publicly. What you're doing is taking bad thoughts as justifications for bad actions. Racism is not being stopped by any of this. Racism not being solved by any of this. The kids who are getting doxxed and exposed and aired out or whatever, they're having their life ruined. They're put under traumatic stress. Perhaps there's a chance they could take this terrible situation and learn not to be racist, but I guarantee a lot of these kids are just more validated in their thinking. Like, oh, horrible shit was done to me because of what I said. Maybe it's true. It's just absolutely insane to me how these posts will go up all the time and people will be like, yes, get her, queen, go dox them, go dox these kids, go just put up all their information, make them unemployable, make them never be able to go to school or get another job again. Yes, let's get them, let's permanently ruin these people's lives. Racism is stopped. Given the amount of these posts, do you really think racism is being curbed by people online just using shitty thoughts as an excuse for shitty actions? No, of course not. This is all clout chasing. These people just want an excuse to witch hunt people, and it's absolutely disgusting. And this is really the worst part. This right here just takes the cake. Skai Jackson wrote here 3 days ago, please do not comment on his page anymore. Someone sent me the wrong Dylan. He is not the one who made the racist song, just to clear that up. And this is someone named Dylan, who is presumed to be the writer of some racist song, writing on his Instagram page. For those who aren't already aware, Skai Jackson has the wrong person. I had nothing to do with the racist song. Those who know me know I am about spreading positivity. The two individuals who did make that song, one of whom being named Dylan, have since deleted their socials. This is a case of mistaken identity, and I will not allow my name to be tarnished. So amidst all these doxing Twitter crusades, the wrong people are getting put under crossfire. This is absolutely insane. And the worst part is that the mainstream media is glorifying this. Of course they are, not surprising, but still, it's worth pointing out. Skai Jackson is exposing teenage racists on Twitter. Yeah, teenagers. Yeah, okay. Ruin teenagers' lives before their brains have even completely developed. I can't believe this many people are that ignorant. Online racists have managed to hide their hateful comments behind social media's cloak of anonymity, but Skai Jackson is ready to reveal them now. The 18-year-old Disney star has been outing racists, most of them teenagers, on her Twitter account in recent days while posting their offending content. So far, she even garnered a response from New Jersey's Rowan University, which pledged to investigate the student she posted about. Here's another article from Team Vogue. Skai Jackson is using her Twitter to expose racist behavior. If I see you post it, I will expose you. Skai Jackson uses her Twitter page to put teenage racists on display. Her Twitter crusades even caused her to get temporarily banned from Twitter, as you can see right here. They blocked me on Twitter from tweeting for 12 hours for exposing racists. Now, I've been recording this video for now 12 minutes, and this post had 80k likes when I started recording. It's already up to 123k likes in just 10 minutes from me recording this video. It's blowing up while I'm talking about it. Don't walk away from this video thinking I'm not for people facing the social consequences for what they say. My whole point is that when you make your Twitter all about doxing teenagers, you are taking horrible things that they've done or said and just exacerbating it by such a large degree. Do these people really deserve that much level of persecution for what they're doing? I think there is merit to a culture that promotes education rather than attack. And I thought that's what these people were all about, but obviously not. Don't look at shitty things and justify far more shittier actions, all right? We have to have a level of nuance. We gotta have a level of responsibility with how we deal with things like this, because what it leads to is a situation that's far worse than the situation prior to the attack on these individuals. That's all I've got to say. My name's OUFC. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys later. Don't say dumb shit and don't dox people, all right? It's not a good idea, and I think that goes without saying.